Yo, what's going on, everybody? You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. Just wanted to hop on here as the New York Giants have made a couple of roster moves before we get to NFL free agency on Monday morning, when we will be live on the channel. So subscribe and turn your notifications on. And I also wanted to talk about this update that Art Stapleton has given on Aaron Rodgers when it comes to him potentially putting pen to paper to be the quarterback for the New York Giants next year. We'll talk about that around the corner. Let's start with the roster moves. First, tight end Chris Manhertz is returning to the New York Giants on a one-year deal. The blocking tight end is someone that was looked at as a very strong pillar in the New York Knicks locker room. He was really liked among the coaching staff and inside the front office. They liked that he's a veteran. They thought he brought some culture to the team last year. And the blocking tight end is going to be returning to this squad on a one-year deal. Jordan Renan saying tight end Chris Manhertz is signing a one-year deal with the Giants. A good veteran presence, solid blocker, extremely well liked in the locker room. Giants.com with a little write-up on him says Manhertz, meanwhile, will begin his 10th NFL season with the Giants. 10th as an NFL player, 2nd with the Giants. Last year, he played in all 17 games and made 11 starts in his first campaign with the Giants. He played 342 snaps on offense and 165 on special teams. Manhertz has played in 137 regular season games with 64 starts for the Saints, Panthers, Jags, Broncos, and Giants. He accomplished all that after not even playing college football. Rather, he was a 4-year basketball player at Canisius College, where he finished 4th in school history with 789 rebounds and led the team in rebounding in 3 consecutive seasons. So the blocking veteran tight end, he's going to be back with the New York Football Giants. Didn't get too active in the pass game last year for this team. Ended up with 3 receptions for 30 yards, but he did have a touchdown. Not many of those to go around for the Giants. Chris Manhertz, he is back with this team. To the next roster move, Jamie Gillan, the punter, he is returning to the squad. So Manhertz and Gillan, they both signed contracts to return to the Giants today. Jamie Gillan is returning on a new 3-year deal at an average of $3 million per season. Jordan Renan writes, with incentives, the deal can reach $10.2 million. It is a total of $4 million guaranteed. Gillan has gotten consistently better. Renan writes, only 2 touchbacks in 2024 and a career best 48.2% inside the 20. I thought Gillan was much better this year. I thought Gillan wasn't a very good punter in the 2023 season. I thought he stepped it up this year. To be fair, the Giants punted a lot from the 50-yard line and inside enemy territory, so I would hope he'd have a high touchback percentage. But we know that the Scottish Hammer has a big leg. He can really change the game with field position when he's called upon, and he's going to be back on this team. Ryan Dunleavy saying it's really just a 1-year guaranteed deal. $3 million per year is actually tied for 4th highest among NFL punters. So it's a 3-year, potentially $10.2 million deal, only $4 million guaranteed. So it's really just a 1-year deal, but good chunk of change. He's going to be the 4th highest paid punter in the NFL based on a year-to-year basis. So Jamie Gillan, Chris Manhertz is back. Also, Casey Kreiter, the long snapper, he has re-signed to the New York Giants. So you're bringing back some specialists. And the New York Giants sound like they are not going to end up cutting Graham Gano. There was a lot of talk. I had talked about it. I thought it makes some sense. Gano hasn't played all that much in the last 2 seasons, and when he has played, he hasn't even really been all that good. And the Giants would have saved, I think, $4 million if they made him a post-June 1 cut. They are not going to do that. So the same specialists will be back for Big Blue. Jamie Gillan is back, the punter. Graham Gano is going to be back, the kicker. And Casey Kreiter, the long snapper, is going to be back. I have also heard the Giants are interested in bringing back Amir Smith-Marset, who also has interest to rejoin this team. So we'll see if they run back their punter and kick returner. So that's 3 roster moves right there. 4 roster moves plus Graham Gano. The Giants also had Tommy DeVito re-sign with the team. His exclusive rights, or whatever the terminology is there, he pretty much had a player option to return to the Giants, and he has signed that. And right now, he is the only active quarterback on this football team. Tommy DeVito going to be back. I know there's a lot of people that were maybe upset about this, a lot of people that really loved it. I think it is what it is. I'm not really moved, to be quite honest with you. I think Tommy DeVito is a good practice squad quarterback. I think he's a relatively solid third-string quarterback, but nothing more than that. And that's why the Giants are going to go out and sign a veteran quarterback, and that's why I also think they're going to draft a rookie quarterback early on in the NFL draft, and DeVito is going to be your practice squad QB this year if he decides to sign with them after being released, and he'll be the QB3 that they carry on the practice squad. Who could he be backing up? Let's talk Aaron Rodgers, because there's been a lot of stuff over the last couple of days coming out. Art Stapleton, longtime Giants beat reporter, saying, I think the 3 potential landing spots for Aaron Rodgers are the Giants, Vikings, and Steelers if Justin Fields leaves. Art also adds he gets the sense the Giants are the only real suitors right now. They're also continuing discussions on other vet options like Russell Wilson, but the Vikings plus Steelers can be threats if they want to be. I also want to go back to what Art Stapleton had to say when he went on the Pat McAfee show just a couple of days ago, saying, my understanding is that the Giants are significantly interested in Aaron Rodgers. I don't think it would be a shock to people if he was the Giants quarterback next season. Adding, if Aaron Rodgers ends up as a Giant before the start of the league year, it would not be a shock. My understanding is, yes, they have talked about what it would take to get Aaron here with the Giants. My understanding is that every turn the Giants have yet to be scared off. I think from a football fit, this is something they are seriously considering. I don't know how much Aaron can be involved in speaking with the Giants brass, Ryan Dable, Joe Shane, but as far as Aaron's representatives, once the Jets made it clear, my understanding is that he can have his representatives talk to other teams. And it sounds like the New York Giants and Aaron Rodgers people, they have been in communication. Rodgers hasn't been officially released by the New York Jets. He will be. It sounds like that will happen on Wednesday when the new league year does happen. That way, the Jets can allocate the transaction as a post-June 1 cut. The reason they would do that, Aaron Rodgers' cap hit can be spread over the 2025 and the 2026 season. So maybe we hear something on Rodgers Monday, maybe we hear something on Rodgers Tuesday. But when he is officially released or expected to be released on Wednesday afternoon this week, I think that is when we will start to hear a lot of legit juice around Rodgers and his next destination. And my guess is that it is going to be the New York Giants. I think the Giants are going to go out and sign Aaron Rodgers, or the Giants are going to go out and sign Russell Wilson. And if there is a wild card, I think it's going to be Sam Darnold. I think those are the only 3 quarterbacks that make sense for the New York Giants to go after in NFL free agency. Whoever it is, we're going to let you know. So subscribe, turn those notifications on, and hit that thumbs up icon on your way out.